Hello students, my name is Sakshi Shukla. I am a science teacher. I love to teach science. Many things happens around us, but the science is only subject which can tell why it happens. You may have many questions like what causes rainfall, what causes lightning, thunderstorm or earthquake, and many more. If you are curious about the answers of these questions, then you are a science lover, just like me. In today's video, we will discuss an interesting topic that is microorganisms. Microorganisms, whether they are friends or foe, are they useful or harmful to us? What do you think? Just taking an example of coronavirus. What do you think about coronavirus? Is it harmful or useful? Of course, your answers will be this is harmful to us. As you all know that coronavirus causes a pandemic disease throughout countries, causes infection and ultimately death. Many people lost their lives too. Virus is very small in size that we cannot see with our eyes. So if we are talking about virus, we are talking about microorganisms. Microorganisms are very small in size that we cannot see with our eyes. We need microscopes and magnifying glass to see them. Microorganisms may be unicellular to multicellular in size. You can see one kind of microorganism at your home. Take 2 or 3 slices of moist bread and leave it in a wrapper for 2 to 3 weeks. After that, you will find some dark colored patches on the surface of bread. What are they and how do they come? If you closely observe, by using a magnifying glass, you will find some thread-like structure. These thread-like structures are called bread mold, which is a kind of fungus. Because of their multicellular structure, you can see them by using a magnifying glass, or you can see directly in the bright light. So on the basis of their structure, size and features, microorganisms can be categorized into 4 groups: bacteria, fungi, algae and protozoa. But what about virus? As you know that microorganisms are living things, but virus is not a living thing. It is a non-living thing. But once it enters the body of the plants and animals, it gets activated and behaves like a living thing. And like a bacteria, it replicates, it gets multiplied in numbers and causes infection in the body of plants and animals. Virus causes infections in the human body like smallpox, chickenpox, influenza, polio, etc. Bacteria is unicellular, means it is made up of only one cell. Many bacteria causes infection in the human body like typhoid, cholera, tuberculosis, etc. Fungi is the plural form of fungus. It may be unicellular to multicellular in size. Unicellular fungus is yeast, and whereas multicellular fungus means aspergillus, bread mold, mushroom, etc. Virus, bacteria and fungi can cause diseases in plants too. The next one is algae. It is green in color, just like plant can grow and make their own food. The last one is protozoa, which mainly causes infection in animals. The examples of protozoa are amoeba, paramecium, etc. So these are the kinds of microorganisms. Now the question is, where do they live? They can live anywhere. You will find them in air, in water and in soil. Most organisms can survive in extreme temperature, at a very low temperature or a very high temperature. The microorganism which causes diseases in animals called pathogen. The diseases which can transmit it from one person to the another person are called communicable diseases like smallpox, chickenpox, tuberculosis, etc. Whereas the diseases which cannot infect the other person are called non-communicable diseases like cancer, diabetes, etc. Some small insects can carry the pathogen, so they are called carrier. They transfer the pathogen from one person to the another person. When a mosquito bites a malaria patient, it carries the malaria pathogen, and when it bites the healthy person, it transfers those pathogens to the blood of the healthy person. So that person will also get infected by the malaria pathogen. Likewise, houseflies can carry the pathogens. It sits on the garbage and animal excreta. The pathogens stick to the body of the housefly, and when the houseflies sit on the food, it transfers those pathogens to the food, and the result is food poisoning. So these are the harmful effects of microorganisms. But some microorganisms are very friendly, are useful to us too. And we use them in the production of many kinds of products. The useful effects of microorganisms we will discuss later in the next video. I hope all the things are clear to you. So enjoy your study. Thank you.